Welcome back to the Lord of the Rings LCG progression series. As always, I'm playing solo, and today's quest is the Stone of Erech. It's a print-on-demand quest. The mid-season quest, it seems they did one of these per year or so, released at GenCon. I like the last two. This one's got interesting mechanics too, although if you get off to a bad start, you just lose, which is often the case in solo play, but in this case, if you don't get off to a bad start, the quest isn't that difficult, I don't think. But we start off with Tarlang's Neck as the location, and we start off with this weather mechanic active. It goes from eventide to dusk to midnight based on how much progress you're putting on it, and the enemies get progressively more difficult the further you progress, so speed is of the essence. We also owe one encounter card per player, but first I'm going to shuffle and get a hand. Oof, that's a terrible hand. I don't want 3 escorts from Edoras in the opening hand. Okay, that's okay, I guess. Could be interesting if I can get those both out and get good ones. While this location is active, you must either engage all enemies in the staging area or immediately in the encounter phase. You can't engage one at a time, basically. Which is also why it's important to get off to a lucky start, let's say. Not a good start. That implies good play, but a lucky start. So I owe one encounter card per player, and it is a location. That's fine. And we're off. Eye to the Valinor is a great draw for turn 1. And just quest with everyone. What do we get? 1 damage to each character with less than 2 willpower, so that's a dud. And we got 3, 7, 8, 9 to 1 is 8 progress. Clear the location turn 1. That's a good start. Do I want to move there? Yeah, I want to clear it. So it's pretty important to get set up before phase 2, because in phase 2 we can either generate resources or play characters, but not both in the same turn. That's pretty limiting. So you want to get through that phase quickly, and you want to be set up before you get there, but you don't want to wait until after you get to one of the later times of the evening, the dusk or the midnight, because the enemies get harder. So you want to take a couple of turns to set up. If you can't get set up in a couple of turns, you're probably not going to win. If you get bogged down early, you're probably not going to win. But if you get set up in 1, 2 turns, maybe 2, 3 turns, you're good to go. So that's all for this turn. We're readying up, and we got one progress on eventide at the end of the round. That's a good draw, but I can't play for 2 more turns. I'll get out Rider of the Mark this turn. And I'm going to quest lightly. I want to go probably 3, 7. So just those 2. Alright, it's a undead who brings back another undead if there is one. There isn't. So it's just a 2 to 7 is 5 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we clear this location. And I can bring this undead, well, he would engage in any case, whether I want him to or not. The spectral trait means that when you attack him, you use your willpower value instead of your attack value. The shadow card is a blank, so 1 damage on Aragorn, and then Glorfindel with his 3 willpower can kill this enemy, no problem. Actually, the Rider of the Mark could have done it as well. That's a good draw, but I don't think I'll be able to play it because I'm at 2 on eventide now. I need to get into phase 2 pretty quickly, probably next turn. I'm going to get out Rider of the Mark. I'm going to wait until I play Faramir next turn to use Very Good Tail, just for maximum value. I could get like dual 3 draws that I wouldn't be able to play right now. So I'm just going to quest for 3. And it's a Spectral Surge into another undead. And And which one? And the other undead does need to be revealed when it's put into play, so that's bad. Probably Oathbreaker, Whisperer is fine. I don't want one that returns another guy. I don't want a surging one. I don't want a... Oh, would that one be better? It's 6 health also, but he has 4 attack, so I don't want that one. So yeah, this guy seems the most reasonable option. And that gets discarded. So I'm at 3 total to 3. No damage. He's going to engage. Eowyn can actually attack for 4 here. So should I engage both? I'll have 1 attack Aragorn. 1 attack the Rider of the Mark. Yeah, I'll optionally engage this dude. So 1 on Aragorn. 1 on Rider of the Mark. Aragorn's attacker goes first, and it's deal 1 additional shadow card. And that is an objective, which we will not get to claim. So, no damage. 2 attack. Attacking enemy gets -1 attack, or +2 at dusk, so it's not late enough. So he just deals no damage actually right now. Eventide, the weather management is pretty important, or the day-night cycle is pretty important. An attack with Eowyn for 4 there. And I can attack with Glorfindel and the horse for 4 there, which does 2. Alright, on to the next turn. In this turn, I think I'm gonna need to push into the next phase before it gets too late in the evening. Okay, well, very good tail with those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Westroad Traveler and Arwen or Gandalf? Well, if I Westroad Traveler and Arwen, I think that's the play. Because I can very good tail again. Well, I could have with Gandalf as well, but yeah, well, very good tail again. Shuffle. Discard another 5. Oof, not good. Okay. Only get a Escort from Edoras. Should I do it again? I could only get 2 cost ones this time, so I don't think I'm going to. And let's go ahead and push into the next phase now. For 9 quest, I probably need 3. Probably only need 6 actually. But I want to quest with those 3 anyway. So, okay, it's a 4. Got 9 to 5 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next phase. Add Stone of Erech to the staging area. And attach Daraphin to it. And we gain control of Daraphin when we move to the Stone of Erech. It's immune to player card effects. It has twice the number of players' threat. And characters with less than 2 willpower cannot ready while it's active. So the horse can't ready. No problem, really. So do I want to travel to the Stone of Erech this turn? Or do I want to... I don't have a way to deal 1 without exploring that, but I also want to get through this phase as fast as I can because I can only gain resources or play cards during planning, but not both. What do I actually have to play during planning? I could very good tail again, I guess. So I don't think not gaining resources is a problem here, but I don't think I'm going to have trouble with this quest, really. I'll just move to Stone of Erech, grab Daraphin, and this enemy can attack Aragorn. for nothing. And then Glorfindel and the Escort from Edoras can attack for 5 and kill this enemy. Alrighty, on to the next turn. So I'm not gaining resources this turn. I'm gonna play cards instead. And we add 1 progress at the end of the round, which means Eventide is in the victory display, and here comes Dusk. So shadow cards and whatnot will gain additional effects, and some enemies do as well, I believe. Don't think I'll burn Escort from Edoras this turn. Darafin is down to 1. Do I want to play Very Good Tale or not? What do I need? 14, 18, probably 21 to clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can't ready due to Stone of Erech. So what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I probably need 21. Alright, I'm going to send everybody. Exhaust Faramir. It's the location. Does get +2 quest points because it's dusk, but that's not a big deal. When revealed, make it the active location. If another location is currently active, return it to staging. Okay. Do I need to clear that to advance? No, I actually don't have to clear that, and it's only 2 threat. So maybe I just don't care about clearing that. Whenever I see a location like this, I'm immediately thinking I have to clear it, but I had to travel there to get Darafin. But now that I have done that, I don't think I need to bother with this anymore. Yeah, I don't think I care about that. So, what did I have? 23 or something? 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 to 6, 18 progress, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That does get +2, so -2 there, +2 there. Still clears it. Clears phase 2 of the quest. We're on to phase 3. Starting with the first player, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 Oathbreaker, reveals it, and adds it to staging. And add the Lord of the Dead to staging. Okay, let's go get an Oathbreaker. Who would I not mind revealing? I don't really want the topmost undead coming back. Don't want the captain, although the captain would not engage for a while. Nor would this guy though, so that's fine. We'll bring him in. And then we also add the Lord of the Dead. And on this side, if it's midnight, you get battle. I think that's what that means, right? It doesn't mean that you make it midnight. Players cannot progress on this stage until they control Darafin. If the players defeat this stage, they have escaped the Blackroot Vale with Darafin and won the game. I'm going to have to check and see. I'm not sure if this quest means that if it is midnight, this quest gets battle, or if it's just making a statement, it is midnight now, and the quest has battle. I'm going to have to check. Okay, so looking at another video, someone who played this quest, it's only battle if it's midnight, so we're fine at dusk. And that is going to be all for this turn. I don't engage anybody. I can travel to Blackroot Graves, which I'll do because it gets it out of staging. And does it have any negative effects? When it's explored, return the topmost undead enemy in the encounter discard pile to play. Engage with the first player. Okay, I don't care about that because I'm aiming to blitz this quest in one turn. Or two if I can. Now that... Well, I still can't ready less than 2 willpower characters, so... Move on to the next turn, but I can gain resources and play cards in the same turn, and that's a great draw. And I can also sneak attack Gandalf into play for the questing phase, so I think I just win here. I don't think there's going to be much question about that. No reason to bother with very good tail, I don't think. During questing phase, I'll go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf in for 1. And I'll use his ability to probably kill this undead. And now I've got... I'll just commit everyone to the quest. Exhausting Faramir. What does this guy do? While you're engaged with him... Oh wait, I was supposed to engage him last turn, wasn't I? Okay, back it up. I don't want to like reset, so I'll just go back to the point where I was last turn. I was at 30. I had 1 less on each of them. And the board looked like this. So I just moved there. What card did I draw? Oh, Astonishing Speed, I think, right? Yeah, I drew Astonishing Speed, so that was on the top of my deck. Okay, so after movement phase, this is what the board looked like. And he's 30 threat, so I need to engage him. And he's going to... So all printed text box on characters are going to be blank. He's going to attack the Escort from Edoras for 6 and defeat it. And then I can proceed on to the next turn and everything's square. So that matters a little bit because Faramir's text box is blank now. So that's greatly reduced questing power. However, I do have Astonishing Speed. So I can play Gandalf. That's going to mean he doesn't get discarded at the end of the round. But also I don't get an ability from him. So if I sneak attack Gandalf in, I'll have 2, 4. His text box is blank, right? So that means he's normal willpower. 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I can quest for 30. Minus 2, 28, 27. That should be enough, right? So let's sneak attack Gandalf in. When he enters play, how does this work? After he enters play. So he enters play first, and then it's a response. Which means his text box is going to be blank as soon as he enters play. So no ability for Gandalf. However, I can still quest with everyone. And I can play Astonishing Speed for 3 to increase the Rohan's characters by +2. The card is location, so it's 4, 5, 6 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I also owed 1 progress on Dusk. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 to 6, 24 progress, 1. When that's cleared, I bring the topmost undead enemy into play. But I still have 23 more progress. And the topmost enemy is... Does it say reveal it? No, you just put it into play, engage with the first player, so that doesn't matter at all. So that will end the quest. Don't have to deal with the Lord of the Dead. Can't place progress unless we control Darafin, which we do. If the players defeat this stage, they've escaped the Blackroot Vale with Darafin and won the game. So that'll complete the quest. The keys to this quest are get set up before you go into phase 2, where it gets a lot harder because at the beginning of each round you must choose whether you want to gain resources or play cards during planning. And so it's very hard to get anything set up after you go into phase 2, so you want to do that first. I've had a very easy time of it because of 3 very good tails in my hand. But the first step is get a little lucky in the setup, because if you draw like one of these dudes that surges into another dude that surges into another dude or something like that, then you're not going to be able to handle 3 enemies turn 1. Not with these champions who are focused on willpower. And the reason you're focused on willpower is because that's what they battle with, but they're not good at defending. Willpower-focused characters usually are not good at defending. And so you're going to have a tough time with 3 or more enemies early. And it's usually just going to be a reset when you're playing solo. And that's the case in some quests. But if you get out of the first phase set up, it's a pretty easy quest after that. And if you get out of the first turn or 2 without dying, you have maybe 2 turns. You need to really move on to phase 2 before Eventide, or on the final turn of Eventide, so that you're in phase 2 at dusk. And you definitely want to get to phase 3 before midnight, because the deck's not going to be set up to do questing and battle. But it's not really that tough of a quest. I think Battle of Lake Town was more difficult, and I think Massing at Osgiliath was more difficult too. But still, I like this quest. I like the night cycle idea. It's a good idea. I like the spectral trait. That's kind of cool. I like this quest. Paths of the Dead was a cool moment in Lord of the Rings. And so the theming of this is cool. Good quest. I like it. Thanks for watching.